Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to manage your KAVA coin using a Ledger Nano device, a hardware wallet for storing cryptocurrency. So let's jump in. Alright, so this is part 2. I've done a previous video where I showed you how to get the ledger set up and how to transfer KAVA on there and how to transfer or deposit Binance token into this KAVA interface so that you can use it as collateral for minting USDX. You might want to check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. I'll put a link to that up in the corner there so you can check that one out. Now we're at the point where I'd like to show you how to do kind of the second half of what I was talking about, which is managing your KAVA. So let me go ahead and log in here. Now, before we log into this web page, just briefly, I'm going to show you that in Ledger Live, which is the software you use to manage your Ledger Nano devices, whether it be an X or an S, is where you go to get the Cosmos app. All right, so we're going to choose Allow Ledger Manager here so that we can get into the Ledger Manager. And we need to get the Cosmos app. Now, the reason that we're using the Cosmos app is because KAVA is built on the Cosmos platform, right? So you will be using Cosmos to manage your KAVA balance. There's some update available, and it's for Tezos, but you'll want to keep an eye on this when you go into Manager. You'll want to do that frequently to make sure if there's an update for the app that you're interested in, like today, Cosmos app, that you'll be able to get that updated. All right, I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then you can search for Cosmos here, and that's the app that you're going to need to manage your KAVA. And you can see that I've already got it installed. All right, so that's just a brief overview. Now, once we get to this KAVA page, and I'll put a link to this page down in the description below, you'll hit both buttons. And then once you're in the Cosmos app, you'll choose the Ledger option here. And it recognizes my ledger and it fills in my balances that I have stored in this device. Actually, the correct way of phrasing that is that the private keys for this KAVA wallet are stored on my ledger device. So any transactions that I need to perform have to be signed by using this device. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. I'm going to turn off this camera briefly here so that you can see the entire interface. Now, this is what I covered on the last video. This is where you can check your balances. You can see there's a KAVA balance. There's a USDX balance that I've created by minting USDX. And there's a BNB balance in the wallet itself, which is just a small amount of BNB. The bulk of the BNB has been locked in this wallet. We can choose lock here and add more BNB if we want to. And by virtue of that BNB being locked in there, I'm able to borrow USDX or mint USDX and get KAVA rewards. And as you can see, I've got KAVA rewards coming on a weekly basis, and the next payout will be tomorrow. So like I said, check out the my previous video on all of this, right? Now, you might wonder, and I did myself, how in the heck do you get KAVA out of this wallet? Because if you go up here to KAVA, there's no withdraw, right? There's no way to withdraw the KAVA from this wallet. And it's really not necessary to mint USDX. It is a KAVA-based wallet. You probably need a little bit in there if you have any fees, which will be paid in KAVA. But the rewards will be coming in KAVA. But you really don't need to have KAVA in the wallet to do this, right? Strictly, you don't need the bulk of your KAVA. But it is a great place to store your KAVA on a hardware-based device where the cryptocurrency is safe and secure and the private keys are disconnected from the internet on this device, right? So, but what should we do if we would like to manage this balance, right? If we'd like to withdraw this somewhere, or maybe we'd like to stake our KAVA. So let me show you how that works. There's another website called Cosmostation, and I'll put a link to that down in the description below. And you'll do the exact same thing. you're going to connect your wallet. Now I'm ready to go. I've already entered the Cosmos app. I'm ready to connect. I'll go ahead and hit Connect Wallet. I'll choose the Ledger option, and it's going to pull up my KAVA balance. Now you can see here, this is the wallet interface up here on the top left. So it shows here a total amount of KAVA, and that's different than this one, which is kind of weird. Why would that be? Why would this say 107 KAVA and Cosmostation tell me that I've got 763 KAVA? The reason that is because I'm already delegating 655 KAVA to my staking, right? So that is committed to the staking. The available amount is 107.212267, and that's a nice match for what I've got over here, right? 107.212267. So that's why this wallet is simply showing the available KAVA balance. So I'll talk about staking in a minute, but I would like to show you how you would withdraw this KAVA if you needed to, right? Perhaps KAVA went skyrocketing in price and you wanted to liquidate. How in the heck would you get your KAVA out? Well, it's not too hard. You got the wallet interface over here. And then down below here, you have a send interface. This is how you would send some KAVA out. So let's go ahead and try a little bit. I'm just going to do a couple of tests so you guys can see how this works. So let's take a couple of scenarios. Let's try, let's say I wanted to withdraw my KAVA to a cryptocurrency exchange. So here's Kraken. So if we're on Kraken and we'd like to liquidate our KAVA, we need to deposit some in here. You can go over here to funding and then just search for KAVA. And there it is. And then I'm just going to do a deposit, right? So I'll hit deposit. And I've never deposited KAVA in my Kraken account before. So I'll generate a new address. All right. And it's going to send me an email. Or maybe it's not. Sometimes they make you confirm with an email. It looks like they're okay with just generating this KAVA address, right? So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Copy that into my clipboard, and then we'll go back over to our Cosmostation wallet. We'll paste that recipient address in, and then we'll just go ahead and send. I'll send 5 KAVA. Not going to go crazy. And I'll say withdrawal test, which I probably misspelled, but that's okay. I usually do. There's certain words out there that I always misspell. I don't know why that is. All right, now I'm going to send that 5 KAVA from this device over to my Kraken account. So let's hit generate and sign. I'll go ahead and turn the camera back on here. Let's hit generate and sign. And the device says that there's a transaction pending. I'm going to view the transaction. There's a lot of information here. We'll just scroll through it with this metal button all the way through, verify all this information until we get to sign transaction. I'll hit both buttons there, and we're ready to go. So the transaction was sent, right? That's the security of a hardware wallet, is that the private keys are held on the device, and the device needs to be physically manipulated in order to send out cryptocurrency. That's the fail-safe right there. All right, so we can just wait for that KAVA to appear in our Kraken account. Now, I'll also show you one more. I'll go ahead and show you Binance. Let's turn off the camera for a sec so you can see everything. All right, so if you wanted to deposit some KAVA in your Binance account, all right, the easiest way is to go over to our wallet. We'll go to our spot wallet. And there's our cryptocurrencies. We'll just search for KAVA. All right, there's KAVA right there. We'll hit deposit. They're going to give us, oh, they want a memo. Wonder why Kraken didn't ask me for a memo. Maybe Kraken generated a unique KAVA address. Binance uses the KAVA memo, so we're going to need both of those. So let's go back over to, let's copy this address into our clipboard. Let's go back over to Cosmostation. Let's go back to send. Oh, we'll confirm that. All right, so we'll paste in the amount. I'm sorry, we'll paste in the KAVA address. Let's go back over to Binance. Let's get that KAVA memo. Let's paste in that memo. Alrighty, and then we'll hit send amount. Let's just put in another 5 here. Let's. I'm going to turn this camera back on. Oh, okay. Kraken just told me my deposit came in. I was a little nervous there because they didn't ask for a memo, but you can see here it's arrived. Right, so got a little nervous there, but it's fine, right? So I didn't quite get it all. There was a transaction fee, so but I'm happy it's here. All right, but let's go back over to Binance. Let's finish that one off. All right, we've got all the components here. We've got the address, the memo, and we're going to do generate and sign transaction. So let's turn the camera back on here. All right, we hit generate and sign transaction, and we're going to see on the ledger view transaction. So I'll just scroll through all that information all the way to where I get over to the approve or sign transaction. I'll hit both buttons and off it goes. I'll go ahead and hit confirm down there. Now I'm surprised that my available amount hasn't gone down yet, but it should. Maybe I can do a refresh, try to see what happens there. I'll hit refresh. I'm in the app there. Okay, there. So the available balance has gone down. Notice it didn't affect my staking at all, right? I've got 655 that's staked, and that hasn't been affected at all by me moving this KAVA out, right? You're not really leveraging KAVA the way you do BNB on the other side, right? When you're over here, if you withdraw BNB, it actually affects your leverage, but it doesn't with KAVA, right? It doesn't with KAVA staking. Right. We'll get to that in just a second. Let me just do one more. Let's assume that you, for whatever reason, you just want to move it to a different wallet, like Trust Wallet. So I'll show you that one real quick. All right, and you can see I've got some cryptocurrencies in there already, but I don't see KAVA. So if you don't see it, and it's supported by, it is supported by the wallet, I happen to know. But up here at the top, there's this little settings icon up in the top right. I'll just tap that, and then I'm going to search KAVA. There it is. I just need to turn it on. I'm just going to enable KAVA, and then I can cancel out of this, and then we can find KAVA in our list here down towards the bottom, and then I'll tap that, and then I'm going to do a receive, and there's my KAVA address. Well, the Cosmostation is a website, so I need to get that address into my web browser, so I'm going to choose share, and I'll just email myself that KAVA address. So I'll go back over to our web browser here. I'll go check my email. Just heard it come in. All right, and there is the KAVA address of my Trust Wallet. Let's copy that into my clipboard. Let's go back over to Cosmostation. We'll do one more send. I'll paste in the address. Now this is a wallet, so I don't need the memo on the wallet. And I'll send another 5 over there. I don't need the memo at all. I did it on the first one, but it was unnecessary, really. We'll hit generate and sign. So I'll turn this camera back on up here so you can see what's going on my device. All right, so I'll hit generate and sign, and then the information should come up on my Ledger device. There it is. I'll just scroll through this transaction, confirm all that information. We'll get over to sign transaction. I'll hit both buttons, and off it goes. All right, so I got an alert from Binance that I had deposited the KAVA. So let's go back over to Spot, and you can see there that now there's 5 KAVA in my account. Right, everything's good. So I showed you how to deposit or withdraw your KAVA from your ledger-based wallet and put it into your cryptocurrency account in case you want to liquidate whatever you want to do. And then let's take a look at Trust Wallet, see what happened over there. And you can see that the 5 KAVA arrived in my Trust Wallet, so we're good there. So for those of you who weren't sure how to actually withdraw KAVA from your ledger-based wallet, that's it, right? Pretty simple. All right, now let's talk about staking. let's say we want to stake some KAVA. I'm going to do a refresh. There should be 5 less here. Let's refresh it. All right, so we're down to the available amount is 92. We still have 655 delegated. So for staking, we go over here to reward. Over here on the top left corner, we'll just click reward, and that takes us to the staking interface. All right, so here you can see there's a list of validators, and I encourage you to do your own research on these and make sure that you find the right one that works best for you. They have voting power, so if they have a lot of voting power, they're desirable. You know, they have a lot of, they've got a lot of skin in the game, so to speak. So that's good. You don't want someone with hardly any, right? But most of these have quite a bit. Also, you want to keep an eye on this commission too. I made the mistake of using Binance staking, and they take 100% commission. I believe that means that they don't need you, right? It does on Polkadot, right? So they're taking 100% as commission. So why would you want to put your KAVA with them? You can actually stake your KAVA in Binance in your account if you want to do that, but you have to deposit it in their cryptocurrency exchange. So I'm not really sure why this Binance staking is here, but it is. And the lower the commission, the bigger your share is going to be, of course. Some of these have smaller commissions, right? Like this one here. But you can see here that they're a little bit smaller than, say, Binance, which has 10 million, right? So, but do your research. You can check by just clicking a link here. You can click this link and open it up and take a look at their site, and it'll explain more about them, what kind of validator they are, right? You want to choose this carefully. Do your research. All right, I'm just kind of showing you the mechanics. All right, so let's say that I want to delegate some more of my KAVA over to Cosmostation. That's pretty easy, right? I just hit redelegate, and then I can add a little more. So I'll do that. I'll hit redelegate. Oh, that's not what I want. Actually, what I want to do is delegate, right? I want to delegate more. Redelegate would mean move it out to somewhere else, right? I've already done that once. I moved it out from Binance into this. So I'll hit delegate, and then how much more do I want to delegate? I'll just delegate another 10 here so you guys can see how it works. There's really no need to put a memo in here unless just for your own sanity, right? Just for your own use. All right, and I'll put up the device here, and let's hit generate and sign transaction. And you'll see that the delegation also needs to be signed, right? Because you're actually allowing them the use of your cryptocurrency. So it does need to be signed on the device, right? Let's go all the way over to sign transaction, hit both buttons. And there we go. Got to confirm there. All right, so we can, like I said, we'll go into all transactions history. We can check to make sure that those were successful. And you can see that those 5 transfers of 5 each were successful. And I delegated an extra 10 over to Cosmostation, taking my delegation from 655 to 665. I was a little concerned because I saw there were some rewards there, but when I redelegated, when I added more to the delegation, they went ahead and paid out my rewards. It didn't show that in my transaction history, but I did the math, and there was an extra 1.22 in rewards that got added to my available balance. The available balance was like 82 something before, and it went up by the same amount as the rewards. So it was a little, once again, I got a little nervous there. Thought I had lost my rewards that I accumulated. But it looks like when you when you add to the delegation, it goes ahead and pays out the pending rewards before it does that, right? And then it's going to start over with the larger amount. All right. Now, let me show you how it would work with a new one, just for the heck of it. Let's try this validator. It's pretty high for the voting power, and its commission is slightly lower than Cosmostation. So I'll go ahead and delegate to that one. I still have 83, so I'll delegate 20 here on this one, right? And let's go ahead and get the camera back on up here. All right, we'll hit generate and sign transaction, and then it's going to show up on the device. Let's scroll all the way over to sign transaction. There it is. We'll hit sign transaction, and it goes. And then we'll just confirm that. And there we go. Now I should have 2, but I can hit all transaction history and go check that. All right, so I delegated another 20 and that was successful. So don't have to worry. We'll just go back here and maybe do a refresh so we can take a look at what's showing up. And there we go. Now I can see both validators. I believe you can use up to 10 validators in the same wallet, pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. But you can see here that I've got 665 delegated to the Cosmostation validator, and then I just delegated another 20 to the p2p.org validator, which has got a, and then we'll just wait for those rewards to accumulate, right? And like I said, the private keys for these are being held on the device, right? So they can't take your tokens. You're allowing them to use your tokens, but you can always undelegate at any time. Now, I should also point out that the undelegation does take 21 days. So you want to keep that in mind. If you've got a lot of KAVA and you've got it all delegated and then you decide you want to liquidate, you're going to have to wait 21 days. So just keep your strategy in mind. If you want to put some aside, hold some back in case you need to liquidate, that's probably a better idea than to fully leverage yourself into staking. But if you don't have any desire to sell, you're a long-term hodler, then stake as much as you can afford and let it earn rewards for you, right? But it's just, you want to keep that in mind, that the undelegation process does take 21 days. But like I said, you're fully in charge. There's just a slight delay, but there's no way the coins can be taken from you, right? You just won't be able to touch them for a while. All right, so that's it. That's delegation. I showed you how to transfer KAVA to an exchange for liquidation or a different wallet for whatever reason. I prefer to keep my KAVA on a hardware device, but you may have your reasons. And then I showed you how to go about staking KAVA from within this wallet and using this device to sign those transactions. If you have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.